Hi, my name is Vishnu, and on behalf of my team, I would like to present a data visualization application that we have built to help space enthusiasts like us explore the world of satellites above us and to answer any questions they might have. Now, to make this available to people around the world, we have deployed it on AWS. So let's take a look. Now, we have followed Schneiderman's information mantra for this, where we give the overview of the entire dataset first. You can zoom and filter, and then you can see the details on demand. Let's look at each individual view first. Over here, we have a choropleth globe, where we have the distribution of satellites based on each country. Hovering on one of the countries will give you the information of the number of satellites for that particular country. Now let's take a look at the donut chart, which is perfect for representing data based on category, which is the nominal data. Now on hovering one of the categories, you would be able to see the number of satellites belonging to that particular category and even the percentage of satellites that make up that category. Now to answer questions related to orbit, we have a radial-dot-matrix chart. This is also useful to have a better perspective of each orbit. Right away, you can see the number of satellites in the low Earth orbit is much higher than the number of satellites in elliptical orbits. To represent the data for each satellite's lifetime, right from 1970s all the way to 2006, we used a spiral chart which was perfect for a small space. And on hovering on any of these bar, which is proportional to the expected lifetime of a particular satellite, you would see some details about that. For example, we have communication satellites owned by Luxembourg, which has a lifetime of 15 years. Finally, on the right, we have a timeline chart which shows the trend of number of satellites launched per country over the years. Now this can be really useful to answer insightful questions like what historical event led to the rise and fall of the space exploration for a particular country. We'll explore that in a bit. Now let's try and look at United States. If you select United States, you would see that all the views get updated for that particular country. We see that United States has 628 satellites, out of which 31 are in global positioning and 31 are navigational satellites. You would also notice that United States has satellites in all the orbit categories, and it has a lot of satellites in recent years, although it had a slow beginning. Now, I don't want to look at, let's say, low Earth orbit satellites, so I will deselect it. You would notice that all the views get updated, and communication satellites make up a huge chunk of satellites amongst the remaining orbit. On an average, United States has 38 satellites per category, excluding the low Earth orbit satellites. Let's combine this with navigation satellites. You would again notice that the data for the orbits and for the distribution of satellites per year for the lifetime gets updated. And now you can see satellites are available only in the mid-Earth orbit. We also have a filter over here, which is the global filter. If you want to reset the state of all the views, you could either refresh or you could select the filters over here and click update. Let's say I don't want to look at all the categories, so I will unselect and select only the categories that I'm interested in, and I will hit update. The views will be updated with the latest selections that you had. Now, once again, let's take a look at United States. To answer insightful questions related to timeline, we have the trend of number of satellites launched by United States. Now, one would wonder why the trend of satellite launches for United States went up around 1998 and then there was a downfall during 2002 to 2008. Perhaps it was because of recession or for some other reason. That's an insightful answer, right? Now, using such interactions and filtration, you can answer many more questions and explore the world of satellites above us using these visualizations. So that's it. If you have any feedback or if you want to learn more about these visualizations or the architecture, feel free to contact any one of us. We'll put important links and details in the description for this video. Thank you.